You've got beds up there, look. What starlings or something.
And that's just gone.
Yeah, it's quite a flock went round.
Yeah. What is it, all that?
What, sorry?
What is it, all that fluff on the bottom?
The fluff is. Have you ever seen? You know when you see cameramen in
You have these long things on with fluffy things on.
fluff on the camera on the microphone. You know when you see them on TV with the microphone with the fluffy thing on. It's to stop wind. And that doesn't mean it stops you farting.
Cuts the wind noise down.
But it cuts the background wind noise down. I can see what you were thinking of when I said it stops wind.
Yeah.
Your filthy brain.
It's normal.
It's the standard for you, yes. We have kind of got used to it.
Well, what have we talked about? What fresh is there to talk about?
Well, we haven't actually. I haven't actually done one of these with you for a while.
Have we said anything about the last visit to Cottingham?
We haven't said anything about that, no. And we didn't really discuss the build-up to that because I think the last one I did with you these was when I cut your hair, and that's actually 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
A couple of weeks ago, weekend before last, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think that was a fact, was it? When I was on steroids, there was no, it taken me off chemo. It says I'm not giving you any more chemo just now because your reaction was more than we expected.
Yeah.
With you being in a position, so I'm going to knock you out and put you on steroids for 3 weeks till you come back again. Hoping to build you up. And I was on 2 a day for 2 weeks and then 1 a day for the last week. So when I saw him last time, that was it Tuesday this week or Wednesday?
It was on Tuesday.
Yeah. I went in and I walked in, good, I was a lot better, looked a lot better, and he said you look a lot better. And I told him how I felt, and I'm eating better. I think I've just going on to 1 steroid. I think I've gone backwards a little bit. That's no problem. He says carry on with 2 steroids. He says because you're not on a strong dose anyway.
Yeah.
So carry on with the 2 steroids, and then asked him if he could give me something to clean my chest because it tightens up, and the phlegm that come, it says the job coming out, it's sticky. I have a job getting out of it, but anyway, she's giving me some stuff for that. I'm back on 2 steroids, and then he says unfortunately, I won't be giving you any more chemo because of the situation the way it is. So I just said straight out, have I gone too far? Am I beyond it? And it was non-committal really, but it's there. So, because you do get to a stage where he says, I don't want to put you through anymore. And then Jeanette asked him about immunotherapy. He says, I don't think I can justify that at the moment because of, with what he understands anyway. But he says, people do have a lot of adverse effects with immunotherapy. So he says, what I'm going to do, he says, I shan't make another appointment for another 3 weeks because there's no point if you're not having any treatment. So just keep on taking the medication. If you don't need anything, it's an open appointment, shall we say. Give us a ring and we'll see where we go from there. I think really that's all that happened on Thursday because I just said, well, that's it, I'm on my own now then, really, in a way. Because I know you said in the first place, he says you can't cure me, and you're doing what you're trying to do, you're giving me as good a quality of life as possible. So I can't grumble.
Up until sort of like Tuesday when you went and kind of got that notification that, well, basically when he told you that we wasn't giving you any more chemo, it felt like everything up to that point had been staving off. That's how it kind of, the word that seems to stick with me.
Build up to the inevitable.
Is staving off, and prolonging, the inevitable outcome kind of thing. And it just, when we kind of had that outcome on Tuesday where they said, the chemo is not really going to work for you in terms of it having an adverse effect on you anyway, it just felt like the staving off had stopped.
Yeah. It's just a
That was
case.
quite hard, actually.
It is hard. It's just a case now. Keep on taking medication and time will take its course.
Yeah.
So I'm having my up and down times, as you can see. Also I'm having good times, I'm having better times,
Yeah.
and I'm having down times. I'm having emotional times,
Yeah.
I'm having hard times. But I think I'm mentally strong. I think I'm strong enough for it not to really get me down. Because I'm not going down there where I was that night with Jeanette.
Well, that was
not
during the
really
chemo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, Jesus, was it? I'm not bloody well going back there again. Or if I do, I won't know naught about it.
Yeah, I know that was a bad
Oh,
time. I mean, to be honest with you, those weekends when I was through here, then they were just hell.
yeah. Oh.
You know,
Anyway, at the moment, we're not doing so bad at the moment. I'm mobile. This hip's a bloody nuisance.
Yeah.
But I can move steadily around. I'm not stuck in a bloody wheelchair.
And Jeanette's got you that
And that thing,
that cycle
yeah,
thing.
I shall have a go on that a bit later on. But I should just be doing a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if even that little bit has set this off today.
It might have done.
It could have done, yeah.
But also it might have been the jarring in the new car.
In the
as
car
well,
and everything in the back seat, yeah.
because that suspension's a bit harder.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
You know, I felt that was bumpy yesterday.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But,
Then of course we went on the smoothest of roads going to Ravenscar.
No. No, we weren't. You alright in there, Mum?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the whole, in the present circumstances, I don't think we're doing too bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
This bastard keeps giving me a little kick now and then. So
Yeah, well,
inside,
Jeanette's changed the dressing
I
on
know
that
it has,
this morning,
yeah.
hasn't she? So
just keeping me. Yeah. If it kicks me again, I shall have some paracetamol. Fuck it.
it did just kick you again, then, didn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not that well, it's not that long since you had some oxy, but your paracetamols don't matter, do they, in terms of mixing with it?
It's having a go.
Do you want a couple of
Yes,
paracetamols?
please. Bloody thing. As I says to him,
Oh, there's loads of coffee in there. So you want to leave that to one side and I'll sort it. Oh, right. Oopsie.
as I said to Dr. Roy on Tuesday, I'm not messing about. I've got something to drink. Are you with them? You fucker.
What did you say, Dad?
I says, as I said to Dr. Roy on Tuesday, I says, I'm not messing about. I says, you know what it's like in the first place when you get painkillers, you wait till you have pain and then you take them. But he said, no, that's gone by the board now. I've learnt the hard way
Yeah.
that if I've got to take it, and if I get a twinge, I take it. So I says, don't give a toss now. I says, the slightest twinge, I'm taking medication,
Yeah.
and I don't care how much I'm taking. He says, well, you know, more or less.
These, as we went through in the early days, this kind of pain management isn't the same as managing the pain of a broken bone. A broken bone is meant to tell you to, is there to stop you from moving so that the bone can heal. This is something completely different.
Of course it is.
Yeah, this is pain management rather than the pain actually being assisted. Do
Get down.
you want to log that on your phone?
Oh, yes, please. Log everything down,
Yeah.
as far as the medication goes. Yeah.
You took some air down with that.
I know I've been to be taking quite a bit of air down just lately. I think it's all to do with me swallowing. Yeah, it's giving me a bit of a kick in just now. And because she was trying to do her best, she does it better. It's bound to. And no matter how gentle you touch it, you're still touching it, aren't you?
it. Yeah, you're still agitating it.
Thank you.
That's alright.
I don't know. I'm thinking today it might pay me to have a can of Guinness a day, I don't know.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. And if I get some The one with the widget, not the ordinary Guinness, the one that you stick in the freezer, that's like the draft Guinness. I can always keep a tin in the fridge to keep it cold when I open and then stick another one in. So I wondered if, of course, if I get a pack of this draft Guinness from Tesco's or somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the money and get a bloody pack, and then just put a tin in the
Fridge.
for when I want it.
What's made you think about having a tin of Guinness today?
Pan?
What's made you think about having a can
I
of
don't
Guinness
know, well,
today?
Guinness is food, it's supposed to be good for you. I just thought it might help. I don't know, it was just a thought.
Yeah.
I might not be able to sup the bloody stuff, but I do like Guinness.
Yeah, yeah. Can't beat a good dark ale.
No.
This has been one of the tough things about this whole situation in terms of the broader impact, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, the fact that Jeanette has basically, the coronavirus thing has, collapsed Jeanette's income, which
I know.
in one respect it's a blessing because it's given her time to spend with you.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's not easy with her being married, living
No,
in
this is it.
Halifax, and this is
And they're not in the
spiralling.
best of health.
And yeah, and then she's got her own health issues, and Mark's got his health
Yeah.
issues.
Oh,
And then,
what's a bloody...
in terms of it's a bit bizarre really in terms of the amount. I know the whole coronavirus thing has skewed everything, but in terms of the care that's available externally, it's nominal, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
And at the moment, because of the coronavirus, the further restrictions, it's non-existent.
No.
What
No.
would you do?
Exactly. I mean, look, the knocked out operations, there was people having cancer treatment, straight away it was bloody stopped. No matter how many people this coronavirus kills, there's a lot more being killed by other things as well.
Absolutely. I keep saying this, the fear of this thing is worse than is the biggest killer than
It
the
is.
actual virus itself. Fear of this virus
It
is
is.
good because there are people. I was watching a YouTube video today of this woman, and granted she was in New Zealand and it was their restrictions and so on.
Yeah.
But she'd been driving in a car between, let's say, Auckland and wherever she was
Yeah.
going to, and she'd heard that on the radio that there'd been coronavirus cases in Auckland and coronavirus cases where she'd been through, somewhere where she'd been through, and so she felt she ought to isolate when she got home.
Yeah.
But she hadn't been out of a car.
No. No.
Do you know what I mean?
It's-
And she
it-
said, I'm just doing it for my peace of mind.
Well, that's it, yeah.
But it's ridiculous because the car's not carrying the disease, you know
No.
what I mean? And she's
No,
not
but
been
you
in
ca-
contact with anyone.
But you can't have the way people think.
And that's my what I mean about the fear of this thing
Mm.
being more damaging.
Yeah. But you can't have the way people
You know.
think, can you? She said, oh yeah, I've got herself like... Well, she's only trying to protect herself, isn't it, regardless
Yeah,
of what
yeah.
she does.
But
It's like me and going out. Yes, I want to go out. But at times I'm trying to stop myself because I feel so vulnerable.
yeah,
I don't want to be near people. So I'm quite happy to sit in the car when we do go out.
yeah. Oh, might as well move here while Mum's pottering about.
What's she doing, washing pots and things?
No, the one with the pots of wash is pulling heads off flowers.
Oh, it's a bit of dead heading.
You know what she's like, she loves
Mm.
killing flowers.
So it's like, I mean, that walk to the toilet yesterday was enough.
What?
That Raven scar. Yeah, it was enough.
That was quite funny, wasn't it? We're putting what we thought was hand sanitizer on.
Yeah, and it was bloody
Bloody
soap.
soap.
At least our hands got washed.
We bloody did.
Yeah.
What a-
Balmy, aren't they?
You what?
Some people are balmy.
What
Oh,
very
some hand
cool.
sanitizer, he would put that on. Oh, it's bloody soap.
Don't you be laughing in there.
Some people are balmy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
it's usually us two.
The men in your life are crackers.
We know that.
Thank you for the moral support.
Oh, don't mention it. Give me more
Yeah.
if you like.
I'm sure, I have no doubt.
Oh,
I run my projector through that.
yeah, look at all that bloody skin.
Yeah, it's come off your feet.
Yeah. Doing this because I'm going to file my nails.
What, your toenails?
No, my fingernails. No, my toenails are alright. Jeanette did them a couple of weeks ago.
What did she use? Did she use one of those file rasps?
Oh, she cut them and everything, yeah. Yeah, got the little Dremel grinder.
Got the grinder out the garage.
Get the little Dremel grinder. Yeah, so under the present circumstances we aren't doing so bad.
It could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot bloody worse. I don't think I need that. Yes, it could be a lot worse. Well, and I think as well, you think of these people that are on their own. You've seen some of these lockdown stories of an elderly person on their own not being able to go out and no family or anything, or family miles away and can't visit.
Well, that's what happened to that customer of mine, you know,
Yeah.
the one with mental health problems.
Yeah,
Poor bugger went through himself off a bridge
yeah, you did, yeah.
on the train track
Oh.
because he just couldn't face the
Yeah,
enforced isolation.
well, yeah. Oh, it must played havoc with people's mental health and things. You see, then you get no response from there. There's been no response from the Alzheimer's people at Cross Lane at all. You know, they cancelled the annual checkup.
Yeah.
Same with my chest checkup thing. But there's been no response since to see how you're doing. You know, you could just make a phone call and say, just check we know without doing the assessment, just to see how you're doing, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, you might say, oh, well, I'm doing all right.
Well, that's a standard response, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk of the devil. Hello.
Hello, love.
Hello.
Are you all right?
Yeah, how are you?
Looks like you're keeping very busy.
Watering the triffids.
Yeah.
How's your face feeling now? Is the paracetamol kicking in?
It's settling down a bit now, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Just a job.
Good.
Yeah.
And on that note, I think we'll call it a day.
Yeah, well, let's hope you got some sense out of it. What's that we've been saying?
Well, we've been jabbering. It's all just part of the.
Yeah. Well, it gets you things to talk and get things off your chest a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it's good.
It's going to water all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah. You're doing right. Get ready to duck. Get ready to duck, Carl.
I know, we might get it. Or I might get it.
You'll get it for
Yeah.
each week, yeah. So all that, is that your nail clippings?
That's skin off my feet.
Oh, bloody hell, that's nice, isn't it?
I know they need a good sorting. Ought to maybe stick them in
So
a bloody
does
bowl
the
of water.
cushion.
Maybe ought to stick them in a bowl of water and leave them in soak for a while and then give them a...
Stick you in a bowl of water in a minute.
I think the easiest answer would be just to amputate his feet.
Yeah, that's true.
Oi, Stumpy!
That's better.
Yeah. Yeah, even though I'm quite happy just sitting in the car, I'm enjoying them little rides out and what have you.
Yeah.
It says it's nice.
Yeah, it gives you something to do, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
It just gets you seeing different things.
yeah, you're seeing the scene, yeah, you're getting away from the four walls. Even though there's lots of what you've seen before, there's still something new, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the beauty about nature and countryside, you're always seeing something. Regardless of all the things you see normally, there's always something new. Catches your eye. And now at the time when the autumn colours are coming,
Yeah.
it's brilliant.
Yeah, autumn colours and your birthday coming up,
Aye,
24th.
yeah.
And then the clocks go
Go back on Saturday night,
the
don't
same
they?
day.
Is it Saturday night or Sunday night?
Well, Saturday night, Sunday morning, isn't
Yeah.
it? Slightly ahead of
Aye, at least I've got to 84.
84.
I'm going to get to 85 if I have my way north.
Go for it.
Eh?
Go for it.
I am doing.